Hey, it's Maddie.
And it's Caressa.
You're not watching the Disney Channel right now.
You're listening to
Dreadfully Twisted. My voice went up like...
We are back.
Dreadfully Twisted's back again. Dreadfully Twisted's back. Tell your friends, and family.
I am not, today, we're recording today on the day that we normally upload, so, Christmas is in, 3 days now?
Yeah.
So I am not mentally
Same.
I don't know what it is. I'm just, not mentally here. I don't know.
I'm wrapping everything last minute and trying to get our family's presents together. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, and there's me. I haven't even. I don't know. I need to wrap all presents and I need to make some stuff. So it's been tough. But for everybody who does celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and your families.
Yes, Merry Christmas. We love you.
And if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays or
Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa. Is Kwanzaa?
I don't know.
Yeah, so happy all the holidays.
Yes.
And if you don't celebrate anything, we love you.
Yes, we love you.
We understand. Oh my god, I love that ornament.
Merry life.
Does it say let's get licked?
No, let's get lit.
Lit. I don't know.
Oh no, let's get baked. Because it's a gingerbread.
That's okay. That's why I saw the K and I was like, I can't read that from here.
Yeah. That
makes more sense. I love that though. That's so cute.
I was thinking of I have a shirt that says let's get lit. It's Christmas lights.
Oh yeah. That'd be very cute. Yeah.
I think that's Pearl.
She wants to be a part of the podcast.
Pearly. Say hi.
She's scratching and then she cooed.
Yes.
So she says Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you all. Yes, she does. And that she loves you as well.
Yes. Now she's leaving.
Wait, where's Steve? Is Steve still there?
Steve is still here.
Steve says Merry Christmas too.
Yes. Happy holidays, everybody. That was Steve.
Okay, we're in a silly, goofy mood.
We are.
I only work a day and a half this week, so I'm just excited to have some time off. Although I might have to go into work on Friday.
No. Which
is going to be awful. Just for a couple minutes to do something because everybody else is out too. So
yeah.
But I guess we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we can get started.
Okay. So.
That's okay.
So, bang.
We're starting this episode off with a bang.
Yeah, we are.
I feel like every time you try to be quiet, it doesn't work.
Nope.
It's just you're the loudest you've ever been.
Exactly.
You're this doesn't happen.
I'll be trying to sneak around the house because I'm up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'll drop a water bottle and I'll drop my phone and then I'll drop something else and I'm oh my god.
That's how it is whenever I get up because Jeremy gets up after me now and I'll be trying to get ready for work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being so loud.
So you can look at it.
Tyr's haircut?
Oh,
he got a haircut. We got him shaved because one, just really quick.
Yeah.
A couple days ago, I think it was Wednesday. It might have been Tuesday. But we were brushing him and I was I hate his ear hair because his ear hair, he can't lift up his ears. Mm-hmm. So then I cut his ear hair and then I butchered it. It looks so bad.
Oh no.
So then we got his haircut and now he is a little shaved boy.
Oh my goodness, look at him. His little cheeks. He's so cute.
So I butchered his ears because we both just didn't like his long ear hair.
Yeah.
So I cut it and then it looked you know how a little kid cuts their hair?
Yeah.
That's how it looks. And I was I'm so sorry, child.
Aw, he looks so cute though.
So then I messaged the groomer. I was can we, do you want to like any times available for Friday,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, I can squeeze you in for 11:30. I was like, that'd be great, thanks.
Please fix this.
and then Jeremy took him in, and she was like, you didn't like what I did last time because he just got groomed like in October.
Yeah.
And Jeremy was like, no, it's not that we didn't like it, but like we just want to get him shaved because 1, he doesn't let us brush him.
Yeah.
2, like I really messed up his ears, but he didn't want to say that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. For some unknown reasons. Just let it happen.
And then she gave us a bag of treats for him too.
Aw.
So we gave him and Loki some treats yesterday.
Aw.
So yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Like Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
I remember whenever we adopted Pearl and Maisie, they gave us a literal scratching post and a stocking full of toys.
Oh yeah, because you got them around this time last year.
Christmas. It was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wasn't there Gotcha Day like Friday?
Yeah, it was just the other day.
Yeah. I remember you saying that last week.
Yeah, it was the day. It was Saturday. Yeah, because it was the day after. I was like, they're Gotcha Days tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I remember.
Yes.
Yeah, so now I don't know what this episode's gonna be about, but either it's gonna be true crime or something.
No.
This
is gonna be a fun one.
Oh yay.
Yes. This is Scary Christmas Folklore.
Yes. I live for this. I live for this.
So, we're going to talk about some of the creepy, spooky stories that are Christmas and folklore.
I love it.
So, we're going to start with the main dude.
Krampus?
Yes.
Have you ever seen that scary movie?
Yeah, I just watched it the other day again.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I feel like I've watched it like once.
I've seen it times.
We all watch that.
It's
Maybe
like
I'll make Jeremy watch it. Like, oh, this is a nice Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And it ends up being scary.
It's honestly not that scary. Like it's kind of funny. Yeah. Like the little gingerbread guys and the toys are funny, but Krampus himself is kind of creepy looking.
Yeah.
In the movie and in real life, obviously.
There's also like a
regular
Krampus on Supernatural too.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
I just seen it was on something and I added it to my list. I'm gonna sit down and watch the whole thing finally.
What?
Supernatural.
Oh yeah. You're gonna need some time for that.
Yeah.
There's 15 seasons.
I know.
They're all 45 minutes.
Yes.
And there's like 23 episodes a season.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
I mean, I binge watched it. Not that much time.
Yeah.
But I also have problems.
I know. Me too. That's why I'm up so late. I sit there watching freaking stuff all night.
We just started watching The Office.
Yeah.
Last Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Or the Tuesday before. I think it was the Tuesday before. And we're already on season 4.
Oh my god. I love The Office. I went through that so fast too.
We've just been binge watching it. And then like last night we were sitting there and I looked at the clock and I was like, oh, it's 2:00 in the morning. Because like because it's so short of episodes, you just keep watching them, and then like time goes by so fast.
You're like, oh, I'm on season 4.
And I was like, oh, it's 2:00 in the morning. We should probably go to bed.
Did you get the Threat Level Midnight episode yet?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, I can't wait for you to get to that episode.
I don't think so.
I have a shirt. It says Threat Level Midnight and it's Michael Scott with his sunglasses on. I can't wait for you to see it. It's the funniest thing ever.
I don't know. I don't think. Well, I don't know.
He had them all go to the, like meeting room and he played them his movie. And Jim was in it. He was golden face.
No. I didn't. No, I haven't watched that part 1 yet.
Oh my god. It is so hilarious. Can't wait. I can't wait for you to see it.
When I do, I'll text you like, I just watched it.
Yes.
Okay, let's actually get into this because we've been talking for 10 minutes.
It's
Sorry.
Okay.
This episode might be shorter anyway, so it's fine.
Exactly. We have important things to discuss here.
It's just a laid back day.
Yes.
Skip ahead if you get annoyed with our talking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, Krampus. Ooh. Also, there was another Krampus movie that was made a long time ago. I don't remember when, but not that long, but kind of long.
Yeah.
And it was awful.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was maybe the first, I'm not sure, Krampus movie. And I guess it was literally like me and you just made a movie on my iPhone.
We could probably make one better.
Probably. Yeah. I definitely believe it.
I'm gonna look. You could start talking.
Okay.
I'm gonna look up the movie because I need to make sure I'm watching the right one.
Yeah, it's a 20-something. It's a newer looking one.
2015.
Probably. That's the better one.
It's the only one that pops up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that would probably make sense because the other one is terrible.
Yeah. Does it look like that?
Yep.
Okay. I can't find the other one. But anyway.
It's good. That one's good. Okay. Krampus was a figure in pagan rituals, especially on the winter solstice, when people would drive away winter ghosts by walking through the streets. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Krampus is celebrated in many countries, including Austria, Germany, Slovenia, Hungary, and the Czech Republic. In annual Krampus parade... that was not right.
Annual?
Annual Krampus parade, also known as Parchtenlauf or Clawboffel.
I'm sorry, that just sounds kind of funny.
Clawboff. That's it.
Clawboff.
I don't know where I got boffle.
Clawboffel sounds like a snack.
It does.
Sounds like a sweet dessert.
Sounds like German crackers.
Yeah, or like something sweet in German.
That was very specific.
In Germany.
Yeah. Yeah. But that parade is a centuries-old tradition. Yeah. Also known as all them cool, funny names. One celebration includes Krampuslauf, which means Krampus Run. In this activity, which often involves alcohol, people dressed as the creature parade through the streets, scaring spectators and sometimes chasing them.
This just sounds fun.
It does.
I'm like, I want to do this.
I know. Beginning in the late 20th century, amid efforts to preserve cultural heritage, Krampus runs oh my gosh, I can't talk today. I'm sorry, my brain is like dead.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's kind of how I feel too. I'm just like, I don't know.
Beginning in the late 20th century, amid efforts to preserve cultural heritage, Krampus runs became increasingly popular in Austria and Germany. During this time, Krampus began to be celebrated internationally, and the monster's growing appeal was evidenced by numerous horror films. Some claimed that the expanding popularity of Krampus was a reaction to the commercialization of Christmas. Also, there's been like multiple movies that there has been a Krampus in.
Yeah.
So it's like not about Krampus, but Krampus has been in them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If you want to find those, just look up movies with Krampus. And then it will say like Krampus appeared in these movies. That's what I look. But yeah. The name Krampus comes from the old High German word Krampen, which means claw.
Oh. I can see that though.
Yeah.
Because he has claws.
Krampus is depicted as a half-goat, half-human creature with long taloned fingers, large horns, matted fur, and cloven hooves. Krampus is a mythological figure based on the son of a Norse god. Yeah. That was right. I don't know why I was like...
Fun fact, Loki and Tyr both are named after Norse gods.
Oh, that's adorable. In the Germanic tradition, he has come to symbolize retribution and punishment for bad behavior. Krampus comes to punish bad children. He either beats them with a birch rod and then leaves one as a gift, or he drags children away to hell or to eat them.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
And he shoves you in his sack and takes you along.
He's like, I'm not bringing you presents, I'm stealing you to eat you.
Yep, and I'm dragging you with me. That's terrifying.
That is freaky.
Yeah.
Which is also like messed up because I think the reason why like these folklore even began is because people were trying to scare their kids.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why the heck would you tell your kids that some guy's gonna come in, try to kill you?
I know.
And be bad? Like, how bad were these kids?
It's like, you better be good, or this demon goat is gonna come into the house, and take you, put you in a sack, and drag you down a hill. Like, what? That kid is gonna be like, he's gonna have PTSD after that. Like,
I would.
Me too. Okay, so the next one is Belsnickel.
Oh my god, I was looking at some of these yesterday.
Yeah.
And I didn't look into these, but I looked into like other things. But you can keep going. Like, I looked up in like caroling and how that began.
Yeah.
Ooh. Do you have that on there? Because I have like a couple like those, like the caroling and stuff like that. Like, it's free.
You should say those after.
Yeah, if we have time.
Okay. Belsnickel originated in the Palatinate region of Europe and is thought to be based on a companion or servant of St. Nicholas. He is often covered in animal fur, torn and dirty clothes, and will sometimes wear deer antlers on top of his head.
Is this like another form of Krampus?
Similar.
Because like, I was just wondering, like, because it sounds like familiar.
This is what he looks like. He's not like a demon though. He's just like
creepy.
Yeah.
Very creepy.
Yeah, he is.
I do not want that.
No. Hence the German word Bells translates into fur, and nickel refers to St. Nicholas. It's kind of like a bad version of St. Nicholas.
Claus?
Yes.
Which Krampus is also a bad version of Santa Claus?
Yes. He's like a demon Santa Claus. The Belsnickel is also referred to as Christkinkle, Beltsnickel, with a Z, and Pelsnickel.
They're just like the nickels.
Yeah, they do.
Just funny, because if he's called, you said Chris Crinkle?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like...
Chris Kringle.
Oh, yeah, Chris Kringle. That is also what people call Santa Claus.
Yep.
So, like, weird.
It is. Unlike Santa, the Belsnickel travels alone and arrives at homes 1 or 2 weeks before Christmas. Like Santa, he determines if the children he visits are deserving of Christmas treats or discipline for their behavior. He carries a switch, which is a small wooden whip, in his hand for the naughty and pockets full of cakes, candies, and nuts for well-behaved children. Upon his arrival, children are called upon to answer questions for him or sing him a song. In exchange, he throws cakes, candies, and nuts onto the floor.
Weird.
I'm just seeing like kids go into scurry and pick up like cakes and nuts and candy off the floor.
I can imagine him just throwing it at them. Like, just throwing it at them, like getting cake in their face.
Dang, you could have just handed it to me.
Yeah, like throwing it on the floor, like, now it's not edible.
I know. 5-second roll.
Yeah, same. That's so funny.
If children dive greedily for the treats or can't recount their good behavior throughout the year, the Belsnickel will threaten to swat their hands or back with his switch. The well-mannered boys and girls get rewarded with the treats. The Belsnickel visit serves to remind children that they still have time to stay out of mischief before Christmas Day and to think twice before they misbehave. Also, this was kind of a fun fact. Pennsylvania German Cultural Heritage Center holds Christmas on the Farm in Kutztown. The annual event celebrates PA Dutch Christmas traditions, and the Belsnickel always makes an appearance.
Oh.
The Belsnickel... Okay, this is funny because we were just talking about The Office, and I remember this episode. The Belsnickel also made his way into pop culture on the hit TV show The Office, set in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The episode Dwight Christmas, Season 9, features character Dwight Schrute dressed as the Belsnickel for an office holiday party. Dwight remarks, Some people were born to be bad. I was born to be Belsnickel."
Of course he would say something like that.
And goes on to judge his coworkers on their past year's behavior.
That's funny.
I love that show.
Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite character on that show?
Oh, God. Oh. I have 3. Michael, Dwight, and Kevin.
I think mine.
6. Jim and Pam.
I was gonna say, my favorite's Jim.
Yeah, I love them both because I cannot pick a favorite. I love them all so much. Like Jim and Pam are like goals. I love them so much.
Yeah, I was like, I knew that they got together. So like for the first like 3 seasons, I was like, when are they getting together? When are they getting together? And I was like, I hate Karen. I just want her. I know. I just want her gone. And I was like, I hate Roy. He's a bad person.
Exactly.
Go away.
I hate together. Oh my god, I hate Roy. I hate Roy so bad. If you guys didn't watch The Office, go watch it.
Just me always talking about TV shows that I love. Sorry.
Same.
This episode on the podcast is very, very lighthearted. So
yes,
you're gonna get all kinds of things.
Yes. Okay, so this one, I'm sorry if I pronounced this first name wrong, but I don't think I am. Frau Perchta.
That sounds right to me.
In the folklore of Bavaria, Frau Perchta was said to roam the countryside at midwinter and to enter homes during the 12 days between Christmas and Epiphany, especially on the 12th night. She would know whether the children and young servants of the household had behaved well and worked hard all year. If they had, they might find a small silver or gold coin the next day in a shoe or pail. If they had not, this is insane. If they had not, she would slit their bellies open, remove their stomach and guts, and stuff the hole with straw and pebbles.
What?
Yeah. What kind of folklore? If your parents told you that, they got something wrong with them.
Right? What the heck?
And that kid is going to need therapy for the rest of their life.
I'm going to need therapy.
I know, seriously.
I'm just kidding. Like, what the heck? That's so like traumatizing.
I know.
Like, oh, if you're not good, you're going to get your stomach cut open and your organs are going to go, like, be taken away and then you're going to die. You're going to be stuffed with straw.
And pebbles. Like, what? That's insane.
Ugh.
He was particularly concerned to see that girls had spun... Hold on a second. I'm sorry. She would also slip people's bellies open and stuff them with straw if they ate something on the night of her feast day other than the traditional meal of fish and gruel.
Ew.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I just won't eat that day.
No. Perchta is known to have sinister Krampus-looking demon minions known as the Perchtons. The Perchtons' appearances are known to be made into masks and parades. In the 16th century, the Perchton took 2 forms. Some are beautiful and bright, known as the Gone Perchton, which means beautiful Perchton. These come during the 12 nights and festivals to bring luck and wealth to the people. The other form is the, I don't know how to pronounce that, but it means the ugly Perchton. Who have fangs, tusks, and horsetails, which bring fear and drive out other demons and ghosts. Men dressed as the ugly Perchton during the 16th century and went from house to house driving out bad spirits. She is often depicted with a beaked nose. Frau Perchta is often depicted with a beaked nose made of iron, dressed in rags, perhaps carrying a cane, and generally resembles a decrepit old crone. She carries a long knife hidden under her skirt. She is also depicted in a good form sometimes, in which she is often portrayed as a pale-skinned, beautiful young woman with light hair, and is believed that this form is what appears to good people, while the ugly, scary woman form is used to frighten bad people before she mutilates and probably kills them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. Oh, geez. You can either get like a good version of her, or she might kill you.
I know. Frau Perchta is usually portrayed as a cruel and sadistic witch who delights in the torture of young children who have been bad. It is also believed that her main goal is to get rid of all children, but she does bear some respect for some good children, bestowing coins and money upon them.
Oh.
Yeah. Other myths depict her growing mad and cursing people who have wronged her, implying she is very irritable when it comes to people, especially children, doing things she doesn't like. So yeah, that's that.
I don't like her.
No, me either.
Don't come for me.
So this one is about Hans Trap. And this was from France. And it's literally a scarecrow.
Oh, I saw the picture of this one.
Did you?
Yeah.
According to Alsatian lore, Hans Trap was a local man renowned for his greed and, I don't know how to pronounce that, unscrupulousness.
Let me see.
Unscrupulousness.
Yeah, unscrupulousness.
It's weird. Talking is hard.
Talking is very hard because, like, that doesn't look like a word.
It doesn't. He used witchcraft and dealt with the devil to become rich. After being excommunicated from the Catholic Church, he lost his wealth and social standing. He took to roaming the countryside disguised as a scarecrow. At some point, Hans Trap became consumed with the idea of tasting human flesh.
Ew.
Yeah. He lured a shepherd boy to his death, then cooked him over a fire. Before Hans Trap could take his first bite, however, God, finally feeling that things have gone too far, struck him with lightning.
Whoa.
Hans Trap died, but he returned sometimes on Christmas to go from door to door looking for young, tasty children.
Karma's. That's what you get for trying to be a cannibal. You get struck with lightning.
If that ain't karma.
I don't know what it is.
Exactly.
But don't come back on Christmas now. I will not open my door to you.
Okay, this one is the last one, and probably this ending is the funniest thing I've heard out of all these. Okay, but this is about Grýla. Grýla is a monstrous ogre who is very similar to Krampus in many ways. While Santa brings good children presents, Grýla has an unsatisfiable hunger for naughty children, and she is always grumpy. Like Krampus, she kidnaps them in a sack. She then brings them home to cook them alive and turn them into a stew.
Oh.
Yeah.
How is this one funnier than the other?
Oh, just wait. It's okay. It gets funny. Don't worry. That's not funny. Like Santa, Grýla has helpers, her 13 sons, known as the Yule Lads. They are usually much less cruel than their mother and simply play pranks on people during the Christmas season. Depending on the version, some tales have the Yule Lads as homicidal child-eating monsters, especially older stories.
Jeez.
But most stories say that they just played pranks on people, and the mom was the cannibalistic.
Ugh.
Yeah. Though they did not inherit cannibalism from their mother, they were still widely feared by children for their creepy behavior. Even adults in Iceland before industrialization largely believed in trolls. So many would have been cautious that there was truth to the tales of these Christmas lads. Okay, this is the funny part. Grýla also has a giant cat named the Yule Cat.
Oh.
The Yule Cat!
The Yule Cat!
Whether or not you were naughty or nice, or if you're an adult or child, you are at risk of being eaten by the Yule Cat.
Oh, how big is the Yule Cat?
It's a giant Yule Cat, so I'm guessing it's enormous. The only people he won't eat are those who have gotten new clothes for Christmas.
Well, I'm good. I'm safe.
Exactly, you already got clothes.
I'm safe.
You're safe from the Yule Cat.
I'm sure if the Yule Cat comes up to me, I'm like an animal whisperer, so as soon as it comes up to me, I'll just be like, oh, I like you. 'Cause you like cats. But I'll believe.
Yeah, that's all the Christmas.
So I do have
stories.
some stuff, but they're not like people.
Yeah.
It's like about carolers and stuff, so I'll go through like a little bit of those since we have some time here. So carolers used to break into landlords' homes and demand their best food and wine.
Oh. Well, that's not nice.
Yeah, the truly terrifying door-to-door celebrations of the 1700s came from carolers. Bands of young men went to landlords' doors to demand their best, or lords, doors, demanding their best food and drink by any means necessary, singing lyrics like, "We've come here to claim our right, and if you don't open the door, we'll lay it flat upon the floor," end quote.
Oh! Jeez!
Yeah. One landowner from Salem took the carolers, or wassailers, to court in 1679. His suit claimed they threw stones, bones, and other things. They continued to throw stones for an hour and a half with little intermission. They also broke about a pole and a half of fence, being stone wall and a cellar without the house. Distant about 4 or 5 rods was broken open through the door, and 5 or 6 pecks of apples were stolen.
Jeez.
Carolers used to break into people's homes and steal stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. It was once illegal to celebrate Christmas. In 1659, the Massachusetts Bay Colony literally banned Christmas with the penalty for keeping Christmas. The reason was that festivals, as were superstitiously kept in other countries, were a great dishonor of God and offense to others. If you were found not working on the day, or God forbid, feasting, you would have to pay for every such offense 5 shillings. That's about $48 today.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is.
This one is gross.
Okay.
Mince pies, or they were called tarts of flesh, as
Ew.
they were called in 1390, were used to contain real meat. Puritans also attempted to ban them altogether.
Yes.
Ugh.
Gross.
In fact, according to 1390's cookbook, they were made with pork, hard-boiled eggs and cheese, spices, saffron, and sugar. And then in 1615, the recipe became an entire leg of mutton and 3 pounds of suet go in, along with salt, cloves, mace, currants, raisins, prunes, dates, and orange peel. Some say that under Puritan Cromwell, the pies were banned in England for being too frivolous and luxurious. However, through Washington, Irving wrote in 1850 about fiery persecution of poor mince pie throughout the land when plum porridge was denounced as merely popery. This wasn't true. The bill never passed, but it's just gross to know like they were called tarts of flesh.
Ugh, I know. That's gross.
The Nutcracker is a beautiful ballet based on a truly terrifying kid's story. If you ever heard of The Nutcracker and the Mouse King by German author E.T.A. Hoffmann, the tale on which the ballet is based and its terrifying plot starts when a 7-year-old girl slices her arm open after being shocked by seeing her toy Nutcracker come to life. Her grandfather, or so it seems, tells her a story about a man cursed by a witch to become an ugly nutcracker, to which Marie, the child, says she'd married him anyway. So she gets taken to the toy kingdom and to actually marry the nutcracker. Mary is a spectator of a girl who exists only to take care of her imagined prince, and a girl who vanishes, disempowered and subjugated to a kingdom ruled by dolls.
Oh.
So the real story was that her doll came to life, and then she had to go live amongst dolls.
And she sliced her arm open.
Yeah.
Well then.
The next one I found was Han's Trap. You went through that one. So I just found like
Is there anything I missed?
He was just excommunicated from the church before wandering the fields of Alsace as a scarecrow. Yeah, that's it. Oh, but parents warn their kids every Christmas that the monster would come, abduct them, some badly behaved children, and drag them into the forest and never be seen again.
Oh.
So like another one of the ones where they just take them away and you never see them. It's fine. It's all fine.
Good parenting.
Yeah, don't tell your children these things.
Yeah.
So Santa comes down the chimney for lots of spooky supernatural reasons. If there's one thing evil creatures like to do in old-timey folktales, it was come down chimneys. Witches did it, goblins did it. In fact, in 19th century Pennsylvania, your Dwight Belsnickel did it too, and the creature would whip children who had been naughty, the legend goes. It's like crazy that like what I'm thinking is that they made up all these folktales that were like terrifying, and then they're like, oh, we have to make good out of it. So then they were like, we'll make up Santa Claus, or like well, there's Santa Claus and there's Krampus, and gotta have both sides to it. The tradition of making gingerbread homes at Christmas supposedly comes from a deeply spooky and cannibalistic Hansel and Gretel fairy tale. So gingerbreads come from the Hansel and Gretel fairy tale. In the original fairy tale, the house was made from bread and the roof was cake, but over time the story became that the whole house was made of gingerbread, possibly inspiring the Christmas tradition. But the story isn't exactly comforting. It focuses on two abandoned children who face death at the evil hands of a cannibalistic witch before eventually fooling her into climbing into her own oven. Yeah. So, gingerbread was originally from Hansel and Gretel, the witch who would kill children and eat them.
Yeah. Such a sweet fairy tale.
This next one's kind of funny. Mistletoe was originally used to pardon criminals.
Wait, what?
Mistletoe was once used to pardon criminals.
How? What the?
Back in the day, the priest of York Minster used mistletoe to forgive criminals. Holding up sprigs of the plant, he would offer public and universal liberty, pardon, and freedom of all sorts of inferior and wicked people at the Minster gates, the gates of the city, towards the four quarters of heaven. Look, I'd considered kissing him too under those circumstances. That's what somebody said.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, they used to use that to pardon criminals. Now it's just used to kiss people.
Okay.
It's so funny.
That is.
So leaving out milk and cookies for Santa is a tradition that blew up in the hardships of the Great Depression.
Oh.
According to the History Channel, the Norse tradition really took off in the US in the 1930s when America was going through a huge financial depression. But in that time of economic hardships, many parents tried to teach their children that it was important to give others and to show gratitude for the gifts that they were lucky enough to receive on Christmas. So like I guess leaving out milk and cookies was in that time.
Yeah.
You would give something away as getting something. We could leave out stockings because of an old myth about poverty. Donald E. Dossey's book, Holiday Folklore, Phobias and Fun, links the tradition of the story of the 4th century bishop who overheard a distressed old man fretting that he didn't have enough to give all 3 of his daughters as dowry. This was a big deal because unmarried women and women without a dowry would stay often unmarried, often became destitute. So the story goes that St. Nicholas, the OG Santa, snuck down the chimney and stuffed the drying stockings with by the fire with gold. Oh. So I guess in that time in the 4th century.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy to know how far back these things were created.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know when the 4th century even was, to be
I know.
honest. Like, I couldn't even tell you.
Seriously.
Baubles, like ornaments, like the ones that you have on your tree, like the big ones, could derive from decorations that were created to deter witches.
Oh.
Once known as Yule balls or fairy balls, the spherical ornaments were originally shiny and filled with thread or glass. They came to the U.S. in the 17th century through England. They were destined or designed to entrap evil spirits, and some say our baubles come from the tradition. That's interesting to know. Like they thought, like, oh, this ornament will
ward off,
witch. This next one is horrifying. And I tried to find more into it because, like, it's true crime.
Yeah.
Somebody was murdered and dismembered.
Why?
But I couldn't find anything more. But The Good King Wenceslas from A Christmas Carol about helping someone in the snowstorm was based on a real person who died horribly. Despite the wholesome message of the song, Wenceslas I, Duke of Bohemia, born in 907 AD, had a pretty gruesome death. On the 28th of September, 935, his brother Boleslas, tired of sharing the country with his sibling, plotted his demise. He, along with some noblemen, stabbed and lanced him in a church as he was praying, ultimately dismembering him in front of the holy building.
Oh my gosh. What?
Yeah, and then I have one more. Or two more. Well, I think you already covered this last one. I'll go through it again. Toasting drinks comes from a frankly gross sounding food tradition. In the 14th century Christmas parties, the carolers like to do back in the day, one would chant wassail all over the town. Our toast is white and our ale is brown. And you thought mince pies were weird. So, like, they would just, like, chant like, the drinks. And they would dip their head in bread and then share a bowl of wine and eat it.
Okay.
Interesting.
It is.
So this one's about the Yule Lads. I think you covered that.
Yeah. Mama's Grýla.
But they also gave rotten potatoes.
Really?
Yeah, and then historically, parents tormented their children with horror stories of the Yule Lads, whose names include Meat Hook, Doorway Sniffer, and Window Peeper.
Oh.
And it became so bad that it became illegal to tell the kids these tales in 1746.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, so that's some of the crazy things. And
Those
it's
are
crazy. It's crazy to know, like, caroling started by breaking into people's homes around Christmas. Like, that one's probably the other ones I said. That one, and then the Winslow one where he was literally killed in a church and dismembered right in front of the building.
Insane.
Like, and since that's so old, I couldn't find anything. Like, I found, like, some stuff, but, like, I don't think it was much, but, like, it's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
People always have been crazy.
Mm-hmm. So there was some Christmas folklore.
Yeah.
The wild ones.
Funny ones.
Make sure you ask for clothes for Christmas or the Yule cat is gonna come for you.
Yes. I always ask for clothes for Christmas. So
I do too.
So I'm good.
Same.
Like I said, I can change the Yule cat. I'll make it like me.
We always do pajamas on Christmas Eve, so I'll be okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
The Yule cat will not get me. For you.
Cute.
We're safe.
That. Yeah. So, you know what? I want to do something fun. If any of you guys have any Christmas traditions that you would like to talk about, or like not like to talk about, erase that. What I meant to say was, if any of you guys have any Christmas traditions that you do participate in, like with your family, or for Christmas, you know what? Put that in a discussion group.
Yes.
Tell us, because, like, let's make something fun. I would like to see what your traditions are. Because
we want to hear it.
We want to hear it, and you guys do pajamas on Christmas Eve, so, like, if you do anything tradition-y, let us know. Go on the discussion group. It's on Facebook. It's called Dreadfully Twisted Podcast Discussion Group. The group is to talk about our podcast and to talk about things that we cover, and to, like, for example, like, I asked you to tell us, so you can go in there and tell us. You can also email us your stories, true crime or paranormal, or recommend cases or topics, or answer my question to our email address, dreadfullytwistedpodcast@gmail.com, or you can also go on our Reddit group, which is r/dreadfullytwistedpod. Please follow, like, share, comment, DM our social medias, which is Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, @Dreadfully Twisted Podcast. You can also rate the podcast page. You can like, download, comment on each episode wherever you listen to podcasts on. And if you do rate us, please give us 5 stars.
5 stars.
And you can also do the same thing on our social medias. Go there. Blow it up.
Yes.
You can also listen to Dreadfully Twisted on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Samsung Podcast, Amazon Music, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, and YouTube. And lastly, please share our podcast with family and friends. It really helps us get the podcast out there and to stay relevant. We just want this to, be great.
Yes.
Get out there and share it. Really helps us. And all we ask for Christmas is that you do all those things.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. We love you.
Love you guys, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Whatever
Happy
you
Kwanzaa.
celebrate.
Happy Hanukkah. Merry birthday.
Merry birthday. Merry Chrysler.
Merry Crisis.
And that's how we're ending this. Yes. Bye. 1, 2, 3. Now it's working.
Yay.
You get started, whatever.
Hey, it's Maddie.
And it's Caressa.
I didn't like that. That sounded really weird. Ew. Wait, hold on a second. That was gross. I gotta restart that.